Hello and welcome to the next exciting episode of Suck Less. Now, what you heard in the beginning was me just kind of jerking off, doing a little solo run, just different scales and modes and whatnot ever. I have no idea what I'm doing with this thing, but it didn't sound too bad. Last time, I showed you how to suck less with just one chord, one finger. And you're like, great, that's awesome. I can rock that E chord now. So, what do I do now? What do I do? Where do I go from there? Well, this time I'm going to show you how to rock out a solo with just one note. One note. Using bends, vibrato, and just plain rocking out on one note. A great musician once said, find one note that really captures the hearts of the peoples instead of playing a flurry of notes, which I did at the beginning of this video. I can't remember who it was that said that, but it's pretty true. Who did say that? Anyway, not important. Right now, one note. Say you're playing with somebody and they're rocking that E chord. So let's go to that note. To this note, I have no idea what this note is. Let's see what note that is. Well, it's an E. Duh. Same note, just an octave up. Alright, so that note is on the 9th fret, which is right there. The fret that has the two dots is 12, 11, 10, 9. And you're on the 3rd string up from the bottom. So when somebody's playing an E chord, you can get there a number of ways. You can just get there to it, or you can slide up to it. Sliding up to it makes it sound more epic. Yeah. So we're going to play that E note to the E chord. Hold it up in the air like you know what the fuck you're doing. Make faces. Pretty simple. And you can hit that note however the hell you want. You can go. Now you notice my hand's wiggling. It's going, what are you doing? What are you wiggling your hand for? Well, that's vibrato, my friend. And vibrato, your skill on the vibrato tells other people just how good you really are. Now there's different kinds of vibrato. A lot of guitarists do this. And it's like, whoa! Squirrel! So, I mean, you can certainly do that. But that kind of gets annoying, so really you should just put it in there when it's prudent, which I don't really know when that is. But So you're rocking that E note. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. So what usually my vibrato is, you hear the note kind of fluctuate a little bit. It's like instead of like a angry hornet's nest. So slide up to the E. It's a little bit more like butter, like that way. And yeah, there you go. Slide out of it. That makes it a little bit more epic. You can go. So you can slide up, or you can slide away from it, and kind of makes it kind of cool too. So just as long as you know where that note is to come back to. Another trick is to bend, and bend means bend. It means you're taking that E and bending it up to a different note. And you can bend it back down. Bending is probably, in my opinion, a little bit more finessey than vibrato, although they're both pretty finessey, but bending really brings it home. Again, making the faces important, because that also shows people you know exactly what you're doing. You're getting off on the guitar, which you should, because playing guitar is a lot like having sex with your best friend. That's weird, but it happens. But anyway, because your guitar is your best friend. It's always there for you. It comforts you when you need him or her the most, whichever you prefer a guitar's gender to be. So anyway, so we're going to slide in vibrato and bend it, and then you come back down. Bending takes a little practice. Now, which finger do you bend with? You know, and different people play it differently. Some people use your pointy finger, which is, that felt weird. I always start with my middle finger, because fuck, guitar is awesome. Anyway, middle finger, because when I do that, I start off there, and then I'll go elsewhere, but we'll not get into that yet. So slide up, vibrato, very slight vibrato. Look at my hand, it's just going back and forth. My thumb's kind of acting like an anchor right there. That just sounds like an angry mess, but that was kind of cool. You can combine vibrato and bend. You can bend up and then vibrato. Now you can practice this on any old note you want. You don't have to go here, but since we already know the E chord, you should know the E chord. Better be practicing it, because I ain't doing these videos for nothing. Alright? I'm doing these videos for you. The persons, people, populace who just can't get it. I'm here to help. So, E chord. Notice I make the face and I'm at home. I'm not even in front of anybody, except for you good people. So, we're going to get up and we're going to rock that note. And if you have a guitar that's armed with a Floyd Rose, you can do that. Just hit that note. Go crazy on it. So, practice that note specifically because it coincides with the E chord from the last episode. But you can practice that bending technique, vibrato technique anywhere. Just get to where you can milk that note for all it's worth and milk the souls of the innocent and not so innocent for what it's worth. Okay, so that's it for this time. Until next time, arrivederci.